He played as well as he possibly could, but it wasn't well enough to beat the entire EDG, avoiding him endlessly.
Yeah, well, we'll see whether EDG go for a similar band style here. It is going to be the Rise band away. Of course, no surprises there. Lung could play that. EasyHoon has played that one before to great effect, saying that, yes, he's not the only SKT mid laner that could play Rise to a very high level. Twisted Fate going to be banned away. Azir once again. Spawn just doesn't want to play against Azir.
Poor mid laners.
Well, EasyHoon is, of course, one of the best Azirs in the world. He's fantastic at the champion.
Yeah.
But on this patch, I just don't see Azir as being that strong.
Azir's fine.
Azir's one of those champions, right, where you can't really tell patch by patch.
This is the patch where Azir got another bug fix, where you can use the ultimate mid-dash and then Q in another direction while the ultimate stays. Like, there's more utility now to an Azir.
Okay.
If you're an Azir main, it's really creative now.
If you can do more ridiculousness.
You can do more ridiculousness.
That is definitely a good point. Well, ban's not going to change at all, as Gangplank's going to be the last one to leave the Rift. Of course, Twisted Fate is the only adaptation. Adaptation? What the heck is that word even?
It's actually somewhat accurate, adaptation.
Yeah, it feels okay.
Adaptation
feels better.
So they're both applicable. It just depends on the context.
Oh, excellent use of applicable there as well. As Alistair is going to be locked away here as Edward Gaming. Now with a couple of other options. We'll see what they decide to go for. As Trundle's, of course, there. Lulu's available as well, as Clearlove's hovering that one already.
I think one of them's written. Adaptation is written. Adaptation can be spoken. That's the difference.
Interesting.
Both right when spoken. But
I like it.
I had to Google it once. I got told off for saying it.
Okay, so the Quinn has gone through the draft here on the side of VICI, as they have switched that one out for the Twisted Fate. They can pick that one up if they want to. It is going to be the Poppy locked in, though, as Lulu taken away by Clearlove as well. So Pawn most likely going to be playing that one, but Koro can play it as well. And Poppy flexing across the Rift.
Not going to lie. Quinn being available is basically the AD Twisted Fate.
Yeah.
So that could very easily work here for EDG, as we're watching reverse team comps almost.
Yeah, once again, Dandy going to be picking up the Graves, though, and you're right, Corky going to be locked in for EasyHoon. Endless can play that. More of a denial here for Deft, it feels like, because he played that one very, very nicely, despite some hiccups maybe towards the middle of the laning phase. Deft can just go back to Illusion, though. Tried and true there in the bottom lane if he feels like it.
Even Tristana.
Oh, man, yeah, Tristana. Or the Jinx even, just because they do have the Lulu for the insurance. Oh.
He's just going through it.
He's just, cycling through the marksman list at the moment.
He heard me.
Yeah, ooh. Pawn's still taking his time here as well. See what he decides to get. And, of course, Rek'Sai's there. Rengar is, of course, available. No worries.
I feel like Clearlove's champion pool is just, I'm going to say, diversified.
Yeah.
I don't think changed. I think he could very easily go back to champions like Rek'Sai and
It looks like now, though, he's like in the mood to be doing damage.
Yeah.
He has, of course, picked up the Nocturne. Now going to lock away the Rengar. Misfortune's there as well. There are damage threats across the board. There's not a champion that can't do damage on the side of Edward Gaming at the moment. Of course, maybe Poppy more towards the tank, but we saw, even in the hands of Lung last game, he played a brilliant Poppy despite the result.
What a team comp.
Yeah.
If that's a Lulu mid and they Whimsy what I'm assuming is the
Oh, man.
mid.
Do you know what I want? Oh, I want Poppy support. I want Lulu to be in the top lane, and I want Pawn to play Orianna, and then have ultimate kitty launcher situation where they just
speed the kitty.
Yeah, speed the kitty to ultimate speeds, and then just like get him in the middle of a team and shockwave.
He would die.
I know, but it'd be so much fun to watch.
He would die in very emphatic fashion, of course. Unlikely. What we're thinking about here is a lot of AD carries are being picked up in the jungle and the middle lane.
Yep.
Of course, and the AD carry role. So you're seeing three relatively Rengarable.
Yeah,
so one-hittable.
Mm-hmm.
People
no, I got it,
on the map. Just in case you didn't know at home, Rengarable, yeah. I made that up. He can one-hit you because everyone builds squishy. So lots of options here for Clearlove and for Rengar in general, just based off the current meta.
Yeah, and EDG now can flex that Poppy where they want to. Koro considering what he wants to play by the looks of things towards the top lane. And you're right, triple AD carry comp coming out from VICI as the Trundle top is the one that's locked in for long. Says that, well, Koro, if you want to be playing the Poppy, I'll just bring you into the same matchup and you can have exactly the same time that I did. Mako still taking his time working this one out. Looks like Gnar could be the option, but we haven't seen Gnar be effective at all so far.
Still seeing a fair bit of popularity, though.
Yeah, a fair bit of popularity, just not as much success.
I feel like the execution's a lot harder now. You're against champions with more mobility, generally, or interrupts of your own kits, so
yeah,
you need to be careful with execution.
But, I mean, it's only really Caveman at the moment that can stop Koro from making his way into the backline of these team fights. And if he lands a Gnar on those 3 carries, then they're dead. Flat out. Because there's a bullet time to go over the top of it. Clearlove can jump on any of them. And I wonder whether we are going to see the deletion Rengar, or whether it's going to be sort of build a warrior and then maybe build towards tankiness after that with the Spirit Visages, with the Deadman's Plate, things like that.
Even go the happy medium, which is like the Sterix Gauge, Hex Drinker, more of Malmortius type of Rengar as well.
Yeah, so just build it like you would maybe a Grave, something like that,
Nocturne.
Especially how Dandy decides to do it. Yeah, or the Nocturne. I like it. It is an option here. Clearlove wouldn't have to change his build path, which is exciting. We are going to see the Lulu into the Corki matchup now as well, and I'm excited to see EasyHoon on the Corki, because we've seen that champion be so powerful in the mid lane. Of course, a couple of the victories picked up by M3 have been with the Trundle top Corki mid. That's how that one was delivered to them when they were against Snake. We saw some Corki mid working out yesterday as well. So the champion, very, very strong.
This is a really good comp from VICI Gaming, though. They've got high poke and siege amounts, having a Corki with illusion. They can siege turrets very quickly, and they've got an Alistar Trundle frontline. And Trundle can really set you up for success if he's grouping for the sieges because of the pillar. So easy to hit spells.
Yeah, most certainly is. I'm excited to get onto the riff for this game, so let's do it. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, onto the riff for VICI versus EDG, game number 2. As VICI looking to try and grab some revenge for what was a very powerful EDG by the looks of things last time around. See whether now with completely different team comps. Of course, Rusty, you saying that VICI looking like they've done a little bit better in the draft this time around.
I just think it's a different purpose altogether. They've gone much more towards as we're testing our zooming out capabilities.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to keep going with a different identity, essentially, from VICI this time. They've gone much more towards that poke and siege style. The split push, it's available there for Trundle, and I don't know if Lung will actually put that into effect, though he is against the Poppy.
Yeah.
And dangerous to actually do that against the Poppy. You can't take him down. Poppy's got wave clear. And the later the game goes, the more inclined you would have to say Lung will be to group up with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
And look towards these sieges. Graves has great wave clear if they're defensively working away from sieges and then having a Corki and a Lucian. It's honestly, one Trundle pillar catches someone out of position, that person gets bursted out.
Destroyed. But on the other hand, they are relatively tanky. Of course, there's a Rengar on the comp on the side of EDG, and if he can get the start he's looking for, Clearlove, things could go horribly wrong. Or we could see what happened to Condi. Of course, Condi got the dream start and then was just unable to translate that into a victory on the Rengar because we just haven't seen the guy do enough work yet. But I mean, Misfortune's there as well, and Deft, as far as positioning is concerned, he's fantastic, and you're so position reliant on the Misfortune. I see that sort of falls into his wheelhouse as far as that particular pick.
The major difference between the Condi game and this one is that it's EDG actually working behind Condi.
Yeah.
He also built tanky. So Condi on this Rengar went 4-0, got all of the team's kills, which is a big deal.
That's the Condi way, right?
Tried to consolidate that into being a tank Rengar and engaging. And Condi dies first, the rest of the team naturally will follow. And of course, they were team fighting Xiaogu.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
that is a point that we should probably mention, is the fact that this is them attempting to do their best at taking down a Xiaogu lineup that looks like they're almost unbeatable at the moment.
The thing with this, though, is that Rengar can well and truly blow up everyone. Yeah. The only saving grace is potentially the Trundle or the Alistar to keep them alive, displace the Rengar in some way, keep them away from the backline. But with a Lulu there, with a Poppy in the backline also, there is a lot of threat on these VICI gaming carries from EDG to actually blow them the heck up.
Yeah, that's the thing. And not to mention the Gnar at the same time. They've got a massive front line on the side of EDG. Yeah, we are going to get back into this one as Caveman takes about half his health bar from Deft and Mako. Hanging around here. Oh, able to kill the ward there as well as Endless was able to get some damage onto the Poppy. Oh, Make It Rain comes down.
Thunderlords everywhere.
Yep, Caveman not going to be back in right now. Victory already for EDG. Looked like it was Pawn that had a slight issue, by the way, guys, and has sorted it out. Everything going to be A-okay.
One thing you will see is a lot of help generally given to junglers when they are a Rengar. In this case, we're not going to see a lot of that.
No.
Because we're doing standard lanes once again.
Yeah, Koro is going to be up there helping him out, but Clearlove otherwise.
It's so bad to take jungle camps with Triumphant Roar, especially when you've literally just used it to get your health back.
Yeah. Oh man, Clearlove's taken so much damage.
This is not the Graves you're used to seeing. Of course, Clearlove gets himself closer to that level 2 mark. Will probably go into the W and heal himself.
Yep.
Doesn't have his smite available for red though, so can't do it. And has to go to the next camp beforehand. Wait for this one.
Actually goes the long way around there as well, as he's able to get a lot of his health back using that W. EDG already controlling this bottom lane quite nicely.
Well, it's a Triumphant Roar. Alistar, once again, to reiterate that fact, he does absolutely nothing until level 2, and even then, doesn't compare. So level 3 is what VICI's waiting for, and that's a long time to wait against a Misfortune Poppy.
Oh, yeah. And Deft also already using that love tap, as Endless will be taking a bit of damage back. Look at that chunk.
You can't fight.
On the Alistar.
He has heal. Stop it.
Yeah, he gets a lot of health back from that Triumphant Roar, though.
Yeah.
Doing work.
Only so much work it can do before you run out of mana, though.
Good point. Clearlove, though, clearing out his jungle at the moment. Level 3.
Actually hasn't touched the jungle main camp.
No.
Neither blue nor red have been touched.
Going for the Rift Scuttler now as well.
Yeah, it looks to me like he's going to recall with enough money to buy his items, then go straight to red buff, and then gank to prolong the duration of it.
Yeah. Looks like Gromp is going to be taken before that as well. So Clearlove with an interesting jungle path. Utilizes the extra Q for more damage. Koro getting shoved in by Lung at the moment. You can see Dandy making his way up top. And he might even find a red buff. There was a ping there on it.
No, that's just the ping to indicate where Clearlove could be. They didn't know what side he started.
True.
I'm thinking the blue buff potentially even gifted to Pawn.
Maybe.
He's doing it now though, so I doubt it.
And Clearlove probably wants to be able to get to that level 6 mark as quickly as possible. Does not want to share the experience, as he's not been back yet. He's going to be able to clear out the blue buff, but Dandy still waiting towards the top side. Wants to find a kill onto Koro, as there's a big minion wave pushing back. Misses, in fact, the boomerang. Dandy comes around. Smoke screen goes down. End of the line is going to be returned, but just takes a turret shot. And that's going to be about all she wrote for the Graves.
Just a lot of pressure here. Graves hanging around, wants to make something happen. Get Lung into a more comfortable position, but there's no such thing. When Na can stay in mini form, which is an unfortunately timed gank, can just bop away.
Not too bad. Clearlove now going to start off on his red buff. Level 4 has been achieved. Probably will get to level 5 off this, as it is 14 jungle CS to 15 at the moment.
And the Tracker's Knife, though, now completed in response. The major difference that will be noted is how long he has his red buff for in comparison to that of Dandy. So potentially look for a 1v1 in the jungle, look for a gank in the middle lane once he has full stacks on that passive. Lots of options, if he would so choose. The other thing is he might well hit 6 with the red still.
Hey, very good point. Has only just... is about to hit level 5, as Pawn does so much damage to EasyHoon here in the mid lane. Really nice Thunderlord's burst, but he's answered quite nicely with that Phosphorus Bomb.
He's looking now. Yeah. He's got 2 wards to spot Dandy. Dandy's only going to see 1. He's not even going to go get it. Hey, there we go.
Ends up killing it in the end. But nice Wolf Spirit activation there, just so Dandy knows exactly what's going on in his jungle. EasyHoon makes his way over. Clearlove, it's level 5.
I will say that the most curious thing thus far has been the jungle pathing, and I think Clearlove is 1 step ahead in the mind games.
Yeah.
The Wolf Spirit's going to spot him, though.
Yeah, EasyHoon has to be very careful. He's used the Valkyrie already. May need to flash, as there's the Empowered Bowler. Throws out the second, and the Cleanse is used. So, that's a summon to spell down.
I don't think even needed to use the cleanse there. It was just better safe than sorry for EasyHoon. Now that he doesn't have the cleanse, still has flash, thankfully, and he knows Clearlove isn't 6 just yet, but will need to be careful within the next minute, as he will be getting scarily close to that.
Yeah, and Clearlove is just hard farming this jungle as well, taking every Rift Scuttler he can. Dandy just helping push out this wave, trying to buy EasyHoon back by the looks of things. Clearlove makes his way in to answer this push. It means that Pawn can just stay in the minion wave, get the Glittle Answers over, not going to miss out on any farm heading towards that turret. The back is going to come down effectively here for EasyHoon.
Lung is smashing Koro in farm.
Yeah.
There was only a small amount of pressure placed up there. The rest of it has been solely in the 1 versus 1. Level 6 apiece here, though.
Clearlove going to be discovered by Long. Nice. Bit of information added to VICI.
So many deep wards to spot this Rengar throughout all of his topside jungle.
Oh man, Make It Rain coming down. You can see bottom lane in favor of EDG, despite depth falling down relatively low. Ooh, Love Tap comes in, despite the relentless pursuit utilized by Endless. You can see Clearlove pings out onto himself. Oh, sorry, pings on to him from VICI from the top side.
They know he's 6. They know exactly where he is.
Yeah.
And this is a Rengar that can't gank yet, because even if he's on the bottom side, you'll just see VICI's bot lane back up accordingly.
Well,
How
Endless
to beat Rengar, guys.
But Endless going down very low here on the bottom side. Level 6 is already hit for Deft as Mako may look to try and engage something. Oh, double up, not going to find anyone. Does so much revolting damage. If only that was the old Relentless Pursuit. As Clearlove jumps his way in. There's the empowered bowler strike. EasyHoon's dead. Wild growth on Clearlove just for the insurance. And Koro was here. They may just push down the mid lane.
That was a disgusting combination between a Lulu speed up and a Rengar flashing to get that bowler to connect. They knew there was no cleanse available for EasyHoon.
It's the kitty launcher, man. The kitty launcher.
That was a legitimate kitty speed boost until he got in range. And the Glitter Lance was on top of his head as well, Clearlove. Easy to catch up. Pawn puts down the damage. Koro needs to be careful.
Yeah, he's just going to hop his way over. If only he could hop on pillars. Damn, that'd be cool. Also be a little bit bad for the matchup. Long, but it'd be funny. But,
look weird.
Yeah. 10 CS behind, though, is Koro. He's built himself an extra Doran's Blade in this lane just to make sure that he can keep up. And Long has gone back, so it might be an opportunity for Koro to even things out just a little. The VICI bottom lane, they're heading back to base as well.
Yeah, that Koro's actually completely closed the gap here. Lung spent a lot of time putting wards down deep. Lost a few waves, and even with Koro walking mid to come back top then, he still finds himself within 1 CS after being 20 down.
Yeah. Not bad.
That's crazy.
There's still a full wave to push back here for Long, so might be able to extend that lead just a little bit, but like you said, just fine. And Nara is often used for his utility more than, you know, his necessity for items so much. Can use them to great effect, of course, as well, so pretty handy. Now has himself some boost of swiftness at the same time. See what he decides to pick up. Nice shield timing, Paul.
It's one of those things where you shield yourself, or you know you're going to shield yourself, and you actually just take the spell anyway.
Yeah, I hate that. It's like you take the damage, and then there's, oh, cool, now I've got a shield. Great. But Mako just collecting his buckler.
Level 4 to level 6, by the way.
Yeah.
Mako's been spending a lot more time roaming around. Not really being there to help Deft, but Deft doesn't need the help.
It's very interesting, though, because Deft isn't that far ahead of Endless as far as experience.
This is gank time.
Yeah, some pings out. Long actually taking a lot of damage from Koro. Clearlove finds his way in. Thrill of the Hunt's down. Boulder's going to land, and Clearlove, he's looking for the launch. He's going to get there in the end. As the boulder comes in, Koro has to flash out of the way, though. So does Clearlove. Pawn makes his way in. Glitterland's not going to find it. And man, never, ever underestimate a Graves damage.
That was a lot of burst. Clearlove, thankfully, will be healthy enough to do as he pleases, but Koro runs the risk of going down. They force an immediate disengage out of EDG, and it's smart play here from VICI, saving their spells. The exclamation mark did reveal exactly where Clearlove was, though, at all times. And he kind of just sat there and watched them and tried to wait for the Trundle ultimate to end.
Yeah.
Which was basically never ending, so he just went in and got out-traded.
sort of how it works. Fawn, though, still farming nicely here in the mid lane. Frost Queen's claim completed. Quite some time. 9 CS ahead. Easy Hoon going to walk over a ward on his way up top lane. You can see turret still here. Half health. Now as Koro's just trying to farm as best he can under the turret.
Needs to clear the wave before they actually get a chance to dive him. And realistically, Koro's going to place a ward now in that bush if possible.
He doesn't actually
or just throw Qs at it until they run away, and they did. They ran away.
Yeah, well, Valkyrie is going to come out there as Long. Going to take a hyper proc. Koro going to hit that Mega Gnar point, so he's going to be fine. Clearlove going to be just taking down the Dragon on his own. Earlier Dragon by about 6 minutes in the last game. 11.5. Clearlove going to happily grab that one for himself. Warrior Enchantment almost completed, as well as those Lucidity boots now in his back pocket. Or on his feet, as they probably should be.
Yeah.
Interesting, though. I would have liked the Boots of Swiftness on the Rengar. Allow yourself to be able to
I feel like
keep up.
Clearlove's devised himself a single item build that he thinks is the best at the moment. He's just going to stick with it and play champions that can build it.
I like it. Means he's going to be playing aggressive champions. I'd like to see this one on Lee Sin as well.
I disagree with that one. You do not need Lucidity boots.
I don't think so either. The old Lucidity might be the problem. The rest of it, that's fine. Yeah. Clearlove, though, just going to clear out a ward while he takes down his Raptors. Makes short work of them now as well. Now that he's hit that level 8 point, going to have a whole lot of points in the queue. The W going to feel a lot better in the jungle at the moment. Danny waiting towards the bottom side.
Struggling, Dandy, to get successful ganks off. Just can't get himself in there. Caveman would have to overextend and use a flash pulverize to get the engage. Pretty impossible to kill a Gnar as well.
Oh, Pillar to stop Pawn now as well. Glitterlance is going to be available as Deft makes his way over the top. Slow not going to land.
Good dodge.
Yeah, Mako over here. Easy Hoon. Could be in trouble. Mako could actually get over there with a heroic charge, but he's not going to. Koro going to be heading back to base. A large minion wave for Long to pick up on the top lane. That's going to mean that he is going to leave the mid lane.
That's my big quarrel with Poppy.
Oh, yeah?
The E range is too long.
Yeah.
Shorten it. The champion's designed to be close range. She's too good, man.
She is very, very strong. At the moment, you can see just dancing around. Able to secure that kill as well. Grabs that shield straight away. And Clearlove looking to get his way in on the bottom side. Endless looking like a juicy target for this fresh Warrior Enchantment on the Rengar.
The best bet's always going to be the middle lane, having the Lulu to buff up the Rengar ganks. Of course, being 1-0, having a bit of extra farm. Clearlove in a comfortable spot. Really wants to make something happen, and not even a top laner there to gank, so he's not actually able to do anything. Unless he plays the patience game and sits in a bush.
By the way, I really, really love the festive theme that EDG have at the moment. Lollipoppy. They've got the Snow Day Lulu as well as the Snow Day Gnar. Fantastic. The themes, man. That's what it's about.
Just a random
synergy.
arcade misfortune.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks like she's having fun, though.
Call it a Halloween or something.
Yeah. Well, Rengar is definitely that. Oh, Thriller Hunt's
Space
been
Kitty.
popped. Clearlove looking to try and find his way in. The Gnar into the wall as Long is going to get stunned and destroyed. Clearlove able to lock down that kill, and EDG making it look easy.
Even with the pink ward there, Lung's playing too up front to be even spotting anything with the pink ward, essentially. Gets stunned into the pink ward, gets stunned against it twice in a row from Koro. And Clearlove just comes in to consolidate and puts down a whole host of damage. EDG, they're finding the ganks that they're really wanting to. And this Rengar is snowballing, just like what we saw with Condi. The question is always about that mid game.
Yep, can he bridge this early game into the mid game that's going to be coming up very soon? Easy Hoon trying to make it for VICI as the Phosphorus Bomb comes in for so much damage. Easy Hoon takes a spooky ghost, but he's going to be okay. Big one that probably would have almost killed Pawn if it had landed.
Wouldn't have killed him. Hasn't got the Trinity Force completed yet. Only the makings of it, so not enough raw damage. Oh my god.
Ugh, frustrating. Help pick's going to be used though. Pawn going to lock down the blue buff. Head back towards this lane. You're right. Trinity Force, only another 300 gold. Now going to be completed here for Easy Hoon. Sheen now done for Pawn as well. So not looking for the Rod of Age's second item, which we've been seeing a little bit out of Lulu's.
No, looking to trade with Easy Hoon. We saw this yesterday as well.
Yeah.
watching one of the teams play. They accelerate their build by going for a Sheen.
That was actually really cool. Picks
Yeah.
up a cheeky Sheen when they're trying to push the base.
That was, of course, Waddley.
Yeah. Who we were singing the praises of yesterday as well against LGD. Endless has found Mako, though. Takes about half of his health in damage. Just pops that W, goes for a run, and he'll be fine. No worries at all. VICI just can't quite keep up.
That was a teleport by Pawn that just cancelled. Not sure where he was going with that one.
Maybe bottom lane?
Decided not to, though, and is now back mid.
Okay.
Corky was pressuring top lane, to be fair. I think that's where he was going closer to. Actually, I think it was the ward near red buff.
Right. Well,
He was very close to that ward, so I'm not sure what he was doing.
this is Pawn today, who's just playing very strangely in general. I like it.
Effective.
It's working.
Yeah.
Sporadic. Strange.
Sporadic is like
effective.
strange but working almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the adjective is that we're looking for here, but there's one. It's probably
Quirky.
better than that. Quirky. Oh, perfect.
Abstract.
I like it a lot. Endless, though, facing off with Death here in the bottom lane. Relentless Pursuit gets him out of a lot of that damage, plus the Thunderlord's proc of the Make It Rain. Oh, in goes the culling as Mako looking to try and tank some of it up. Not a whole lot of damage onto Deft there, as that's a cooldown now done.
That was sending a message.
Oh, yeah.
It was really, really aggressive play from Deft. He was getting too cute with Endless, and Lucian had to put him back in his place. That was genuinely what just happened.
Well, Clearlove going to make his way towards the top lane. You could see EasyHoon, both of these games, has been trying to affect the rest of the map. He's been roaming around trying to get there, but he just can't make it in time for an effective gank to happen. And every single time, Pawn's either pushing the mid lane and he has to come back, or everyone just knows where he's going. EasyHoon just has been shut out of this series.
Yeah, he's definitely accelerating the pressure that he's putting in other lanes right now. He's clearing mid super fast, then disappearing immediately, and it's out of vision. So EDG's mid laner Pawn, his immediate response is either pick a lane, rotate there, or acknowledge that he's missing and tell someone. No boomerang available here for Koro.
Yeah, well, there's the flash bite as well as Lung's found his way in. The bounce not going to get the double hop as there's the Mega Gnar. Gna's a mole back, but EasyHoon able to lock that one down. And just as I say it, he makes a successful movement around this map.
It's going to be an immediate response here, though, from EDG. Clearlove working towards that dragon, and they're not even looking to push the top lane turret.
Yeah, easy solo dragon there
Mid's
for
gone.
Clearlove.
That was massive. They're going to get bottom, too. That's 2 turrets and a dragon for a single kill, and maybe a turret on the flip side here. He's going to grab that one, so still a bad trade.
Yeah, so a 1 turret advantage for EDG. They lose a kill, but teleport's still available from Koro, so no one can really make too much of an impact on that one.
But most importantly, they took the mid lane turret.
Yeah.
That's the one that never falls down until last in all of these games at the moment. They can very easily switch if they want to, put Deft top lane, work with the team, take that turret, or they could put in mid and skirmish and have Lulu split push with teleport. They've got options now, EDG, just by breaking open the map.
Well, speaking of Deft, he now has the makings of his rapid fire cannon as well as that Essence Reaver and the Boots of Swiftness. See this misfortune.
Trundle build.
Ready for the mid game. Oh my goodness. Oh, Frozen Fist?
Yeah, but still,
Second
it's
item?
the build order.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I don't know. Cooldown reduction's good.
Teleport used behind the Trundle right now. Lulu's in.
Yeah.
That's a Mega Gnar too.
Koro coming down. We'll see what's going to happen here. As Pawn is in a bit of trouble.
Look, something's
They're
happening.
running the right direction. EDG, they are going to make their way towards the... Yep, there it is. So Koro is able to lock down the kill onto Long. We didn't want to see it, really, because that's fine.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. When the teleport's blown, able to pick up the kill. So Lung still has his teleport, so they might be able to make a follow-up play once he's respawned, but EDG able to get a pick for the follow-up. Oh, Thrill
Maybe
the Hunt's
another.
been procced. Easy
a
Hoon in
Ghostblade.
trouble.
Did he just up the river?
Oh, there's Make It Rain. Clearlove turned around. Oh, man.
They didn't know where the rest of VICI was.
Okay, that's
Look
a
at the
good
pink
point.
wards down the river to spot
Yep.
complete control. No knowledge here from EDG.
There's
Good
so
flash.
many wards. Really nice flash there from Pawn.
That was
trying
blind.
to solo defend this. My God. Pawn playing a fantastic series at the moment. Spooky Ghosts go out. Caveman going to get discovered, as well as the rest of VICI, moving away. Make It Rain comes through. Dandy loses a quarter of his health bar. God, that ability is silly. On this patch.
6.1.
Yep.
Thankfully.
5.24 right now, though, so still pretty dumb. Yeah. The Equinox now completed for Mako as well, so it's a lot of efficiency for that item. Some extra wards coming out. Ghostblade now done for Clearlove, so not exactly the Condi build at the moment. Going for some damage.
Very curious to see where EasyHoon goes with his item build at the moment. Could go towards the Infinity Edge with that pickaxe. And part of me thinks he may go towards the Mercurials.
Yes, I'd like that one too.
And has just gone for the damage aspect. Does Pawn really...
What? Clearlove just picked up the blue buff.
I haven't got the slightest idea.
Grunt buff. It was the grunt buff that took it.
It puts it to 1 health.
Does it?
It caps at 1 health.
Oh, Pawn somehow.
I haven't got the slightest idea.
He auto-attacked it, and then it went to Clearlove somehow.
Maybe the Grunt does.
Yeah, that was silly.
I could swear junglers can only get it to 1 health.
Don't know. But that was frustrating. Def, though, clearing out a pink ward here towards the top side as they're trying to grab some vision back. As VICI had pretty much full control over that here on the top side of the map.
Yeah, lots of pink wards and lots of deep vision right now. Still there for VICI Gaming. Look at the topside jungle of EDG. It's where all of the movements have been.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep tabs on Clearlove.
I like this as well because they also know that EDG, they're probably going to be moving around here. This is the top outer turret, the last outer turret available. So it makes sense. As EasyHoon finds his way in, Pawn. Yeah, going to have to move out of the way. My God, that was a silly amount of damage. Looks like he is going for that Infinity Edge as well, as Koro says, I don't care about your culling. We want to take this turret. We're going to do it regardless of you, Endless. Boomerang going to hit. VICI, the rest of them making their way around. They are able to lock down the kill on the turret, and that's Make It Rain, just making sure that no one can continue the chase.
Yeah, and Def not even respecting their potential engage. They back up.
Nice.
This is the scary thing here for EDG, and the blessing for VICI is that this Trundle, I don't think a Lulu can deal with it effectively. You can't push it out of lane.
No. He's just eating that turret there as well, so that was short work made by Long. Bottom side of the map. The shining light at the moment for VICI, but they are still 4,000 gold behind. EDG looking still like they're in firm control. But by no means are they out of the woods just yet.
No, not at all. And of course, we are seeing the aggressive item build from Clearlove. Has the Ghostblade, is now going towards a pickaxe.
Gosh.
Could be the Tiamat.
I'd like the Tiamat.
You would expect it to be, given that Clearlove just really stopped caring about tanking anymore.
Well,
like at all.
Well, EasyHoon once again going aggressive. Is going to find Def. The culling comes in, but just the tip. Not going to be enough. Endless says that was a gimme.
So close. 3 spells missing by the absolute edge. Clearlove's looking threatening. He's got his ult on.
Yeah, he's popped it, looking for the movement speed. EasyHoon in trouble. There's the jump in. So much damage as the cleanse was used immediately. Mako able to get amongst it. EDG
Teleport
looking
flank
for another set of spells as Koro. No Narbar at the moment, but he's still pretty tanky. And Lung getting smacked around now as well as Koro's just jumping forward. Pawn finds at least a tag with the help picks, but dragon. EDG can't find too much more. May just go towards that third dragon for more movement speed to accelerate this game even further. You think another 12 minutes definitely in this game. That 5th dragon could be an opportunity now for EDG.
Absolutely worth considering. VICI Gaming cannot get there. Vision definitely in place here, and EasyHoon has to position forward to do damage, and positioning forward against the Rengar with this build, it is a Tiamat.
Yep, he's already got it.
The risk of dying.
You can see Deft holding on to that bullet time as well. Doesn't want to use it, clear out the minion wave. It does mean that they'll lose the outer turret in the mid lane as EDG still looking for an engagement.
This is crazy. Right now they've got a Graves, they've got a Corki and a Lucian.
Oh, that's another ultimate being popped here for Clearlove. He's going to find Caveman. The ultimate may be necessary. I'm not sure whether it's even available as Caveman. No, he doesn't have it. He's going to get destroyed. The culling comes through. Clearlove just doesn't take the damage from it. And nice use of their cooldown timings on the side of EDG. Know that they can grab the free kill on the cow.
Finally, we're seeing a Rengar that everyone hates.
Oh, yeah. This is why
Poppy.
Oh, okay. The zoning ultimate. There's a Flandre ability.
Yeah.
Being used now by Mako. Just wander around the turret you're sieging and say, we're going to smack you away if you're in range of it. Sorry.
Pretty much, and that's exactly what they tried to do just there. Koro, doing well, staying tanky, exactly what the team needs, and they've got a 3-0 Rengar to boot, so all of these AD carries that they now have grouping up in single lanes run the risk of dying, and if you were to split push, such as what Endless is doing now, and the team of EDG were ready for you, you'd be dead. So you have to actually group in situations where you know EDG are grouping themselves.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is that you know why VICI are now
look at Clearlove.
Investing so much in the vision. Yeah, Clearlove.
He immediately saw Lucian bottom and said, if you're there, I'm there.
Oh my goodness, Ghostblade's popped. He's looking for Endless. He's going to get him. He was in the shop.
It's like, okay, Rengars have one-track minds. It's disgusting.
Yep, Long though is going to get exhausted. Bullet time's there. Deft actually flashes out of the way and cancels it. Mako going to get the heroic charge into the wall. Koro wants his Narbar, but doesn't have it just yet. Double kill now for Pawn as he's starting to pick up some more. And Koro finds his way over the top. Wants to be able to get in there. Koro locks down the 4th kill as Pawn says, well, that was my quadra, mate. What are you thinking about? But now it's 9-1. EDG smashing their way ahead. 7,000 gold in the lead, and they may extend it even further with a Baron.
EDG are just gross at the moment. This is a polar opposite team to what we have been seeing of them so far.
Oh, yeah.
They've come into this series against VICI, and they've just turned on the afterburners. They've accelerated the game as well as the entire series.
And this is Clearlove this time demonstrating the fact that, yes, it was him that they were missing. 4-0-0 now on the Rengar, and he's Rengar. So he's just killing 80 carries across the board. Not a lot that VICI can do. Endless may have wanted to not be in the shop while he was possibly going to get engaged on.
And he had wards. He thought he was perfectly fine. But
well, Clearlove walked through.
Invisible.
Oh, he'd already managed to proc that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like, Rengar is so linear in the way that he plays, but there's no counterplay to it. Because you have to place pink wards literally everywhere. And no AD carry walks around with pink wards the entire time. Look at their items right now. They need those. 3 of them. And if you have full item slots, which a lot of mid laners and ADs do, you won't have one and you'll die.
Well, Koro looking for a Mega Gnar now. Loses half of his health bar with the VICI poke, but it is just buying time for Pawn to continue split pushing. Does have the Rabadon's Death Cap now and a Lich Bane. You can see doing a whole lot of damage to the turret. That's going to die pretty quickly. 9,000 gold the lead after that Baron as EDG just sieging things down. Endless takes most of his health bar in damage. That's pretty disgusting.
And lo and behold, the Rengar doesn't actually exist on the map for VICI Gaming. He's just waiting for someone to not be with the team or grouped to have relevance one more time and to instantly kill someone because
maybe even Long.
Probably could.
Yeah, almost.
In fact, I would wager given Long's item builds there's a chance.
Given Clearlove's item build as well. Ravenous Hydra completed. That Tiamat didn't spend time as a Tiamat for very long. It's now VICI just relegated to sitting in their base.
I just hate it. Every time I watch it, it's just like, oh my god, why? Why?
It's reminding me to keep banning him in every single game, ever.
The really scary feature is they've managed to pick up the Lulu to complement it. The only reason the Rengar got going is because Pawn's there to supplement his power.
Delivered the kill so easily as well as Koro actually going to get his way forward. Looking for a possible Mega Gnar opportunity. Clearlove still waiting in the wings.
There's a real chance here.
Oh my god, Deft. Look at that burst with the rapid fire cannon plus that love tap.
Look at the move speed from this Lulu on Deft.
Yeah.
Unlocks his capabilities to poke and not be a risk of dying.
Just silly. Now you can see EDG, they are going to steal away the red buff very easily. Almost an Infinity Edge completed for Deft here as well as Koro made his way back home. Does have the teleport. They're looking to see whether they can continue sieging. This top inner turret was probably an option that they could have gone for here as the Baron buff is going to wear off very soon for EDG, and they didn't really find too much from it, apart from the one inner turret in the bottom lane.
And this is VICI's opportunity to clear out waves, try and control some side waves, and get things going for them. But here's the problem with that.
Oh, Clearlove looking for Endless. He's going to explode him. I've seen this one before. As there's the wild growth. Clearlove almost grabbing another one as Koro's running so fast. Caveman tries to get it, but my god, look at this burst. Bullet time comes through. It's a double kill now for Pawn. And VICI are dead. Pawn's just going to teleport for the fun. And EDG, they win another game. 14-1 against VICI. That was a whitewash.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rengar.
Welcome back to the LPL, Clearlove. You jerk.
Massive asshole. No, it was great. EDG, they cement themselves a convincing 2-0 on the back of a reinvigorated roster.
Yep.
Featuring a strong AD carry-based assassin